So want you to introduce yourself to our audience from the beginning. How did it end for you?
Uh, I started my career technically when I completed in 12th, but I mean, I was not smart like people out here.
The pain to lose a dream and again start from the scratch.
So 2023 is where I decided to hang my boots because January 2023 I was in New Zealand. I was trying to do something for my startup.
What are the booming trends as well as booming industries in upcoming 5 years?
AI is obviously talk of the town. So there was a article, Kunal Bell had invested 58 lakhs. Okay. In urban company in 2015. 2025, he took an exit with 111 crores as per the reports.
What message do you want to provide to our seekers so that they get to know what a founder can expect from an investor? Hi everybody, welcome back to Seeker Network. This is your host Vishal Singh, and now today we are going to dig in the mind of an angel investor. Yeah, you heard it right. An angel investor. Why? Because many of the people basically thinks that angel investment is all about money. Okay, but we are going to hear from a person who basically leads a syndicate of an investor, and he is going to tell us exactly this is not about what you think. It's that yeah, that is all about money. It's actually about what is going to bring in a change in the world, and fabulously investing in an idea in just a pitch of 10 minutes. Okay, let me bring you to Chirag Thakkar, our today's guest today. Welcome to the podcast, Chirag sir. How are you feeling today?
I'm great. Firstly, thank you so much for having me, and I think the topic or the context of the discussion that you have chosen seems to be very interesting, and it is much need of the hour that it comes out to the right set of audience. So thank you for having me. I hope I'll be impactful to you all.
Awesome. And by saying that, let me dig in to that part where I am really very curious. When I say I am curious, it's how Chirag sir's basically journey started. He was a recruiter starting his age, and then from Accelerate Jamshedpur you ended up being leading a syndicate in the Alpha Seek network. So want you to introduce yourself to our audience from the beginning. How did it end for you?
So journey has been nothing less than a roller coaster, to be honest. I started my career technically when I completed in 12th, but I mean, I was not smart like people out here. So I started working with call center. 2006 is where I kicked off my corporate career. I started working with a recruitment firm. Somehow was fantasized about recruitment and HR. 2008 is where I took a break. I did a full-time master's. In 2010, when I was born into a corporate world, right? I worked with Fullerton India, Dhanlakshmi Bank, two major corporates, and then I was accidentally born into the startups. And I never knew that that's going to be my life thereafter. I worked with Infibeam, Upgrad, Patience, LiveSpace, Emeritus. 2020 is where I got laid off from LiveSpace due to COVID. And thereafter I took a plunge into an entrepreneurship. I was building my own startup, which was on a global talent mobility. But I was forced to shut it down, and thereafter I was consulting to the startups, and then I formed a community which led to creating a syndicate.
Awesome. When you said you were forced to close your own startup, what was the story behind it?
So the startup was all about, we had built a pool of software engineers from 17 plus countries. Eastern Europe was our hub, and we were trying to remotely deploy in US, UAE, and Singapore. We were about to raise $500,000. We had a term sheet. We got selected for the incubation at one of the university in UAE, but then my wife was diagnosed with some rare disease,
Oh my goodness.
infection, which took about 16 months to heal. My kid was also small. He was very young, 2.5 years. So I had an option in front of me whether I sacrifice my dream or I sacrifice my family. I chose to sacrifice my dream.
Awesome. Oh my goodness. That would have been a difficult decision to make. And I literally imbibe with that same decision. Why? Because I knew few people in my past where when the COVID hits, it impacted everyone from the family. Correct? So I totally imbibe with that. Now, the pain to lose a dream and again start from the scratch and became a lead in the syndicate. Take me through that journey. I do want to understand that.
Oh, I can honestly go all night for it, but yeah, I'll try to be concise. So 2023 is where I decided to hang my boots, because January 2023 I was in New Zealand. I was trying to do something for my startup. I was barging into the venture capitals out there for a funding as well and trying to dig in something. And that's where, I got a call from my wife that, I've been diagnosed with an ocular tuberculosis. So the word tuberculosis is very difficult, and
Absolutely.
ocular tuberculosis, aankh ka TB, was very scary for me. Very scary for me. So I came down here, and couple of months I tried fidgeting, but I saw that the situation was getting intense and things were not able to balance, right? And when you are a startup founder, you really cannot expect any income out there, right? So even the income was depleting, deteriorated. So now what has happened is your cash inflow is zero, your outflow is massive.
Absolutely.
So there came a point wherein I had to decide whether I have to choose my dream or my family. So 2023 June, July types, I hung my boots. I had absolutely no idea what is to be done. It was complete blank mind because the kind of efforts that I had put for 3 years had washed out completely. But then somewhere you have to start, and the only thing that you have with yourself is an ability to work hard, right? So rejigged, re-strategized myself, and I started consulting startups because by then, I had seen the journey of a startup as an employee. I had seen the journey of a startup as a founder, and being a Gujarati, the entrepreneurship perhaps comes to me, the acumen comes to me from my father, from a legacy. So combining all three, I started consulting startups and I was enjoying it. And I somehow feel that, we live in an era of a networking, right? And I was honest, so I stayed in Navi Mumbai since 1992, right? Major portion of my life have been in Navi Mumbai. And if you have to network today, you have to come to Andheri, Goregaon, Kandivali, and come to Dahisar today, right? I was honestly tired. कि यार networking करने के लिए अभी weekend में भी उठ के अंधेरी west जाओ. तो बोला ना, let's see what's happening in Navi Mumbai. Alright. So while I was consulting startup, and I thought, okay, let's try to form a community here. Let's see क्या आता है startup को लेके. And I got a phenomenal response. So this is what we are in November 2024. Okay, and I just rolled out that there is a meetup happening. Okay, I rented a venue, and I got 70 plus founders responding that
My goodness.
we are coming.
That's huge, by the way.
And I was like, 70 plus is a big number. And trust me, I was hoping that चलो 70 आया है तो 20 ही आएंगे. I got at least 40 plus visits on the first meet.
My goodness.
And there was only one thing I could hear from everyone is that यार नवी मुंबई में स्टार्टअप को लेके कुछ हो रहा है. And that's where I thought, okay, now this has to go somewhere, because I mean I just tried, and this is blessing in disguise. So now that community is formed, people have come in, I really wanted to offer them a value. And the greatest value that you can offer to a startup founder, especially in early stage, is giving them a platform for a funding.
Absolutely.
So I organized the startup funding show in Vashi, the event on the lines of what we see on the televisions. All right. I invited 5 venture capitalists, and I started inviting the application for a startup. So I got 300 plus applications, and out of that I chose 11. So 11 went up to the stage, pitched live to 5 VCs, and there were some 250, 300 odd people watching them, right? And that got a big roar. Now honestly, when I did that, I was hoping कि चलो स्टार्टअप से थोड़ा अटेंशन मिलेगा तो कंसल्टिंग हो जाएगी, टू बी ऑनेस्ट, राइट? एंड प्लेटफॉर्म भी आ गया वैसा है. बट आई स्टार्टेड गेटिंग एन अटेंशन फ्रॉम द इन्वेस्टर्स. आई स्टार्टेड गेटिंग कॉल्स, अरे कोई स्टार्टअप है, ऐसा है, कुछ है. सो देन आई थॉट, ओके, दिस इज गोइंग समवेयर.
Becoming interesting.
Yeah, so there were around 5 to 6 investors who called me for a meeting, apart from the ones who had come in addition to those, called me for a meeting, and they were asking about the startup, how many communities you have, right? So that's where I felt, okay, I was eyeing towards the startup, but now I'm getting the eyeballs from the investors. So that's where I thought, okay, let's make a venture capital fund, because investors were backing me based on my credentials. They were like, okay, you let us know which startup, if you have in your back pocket. So that's how the syndicate was formed, right? Because venture capital, if you see, it takes around 12 to 14 months to build. It's a big process. You have to get the AIF license from the SEBI. It's a big process. And now that everything is with me, I really didn't want it to wait. So that's where I made an angel group, angel syndicate, and that's how the Alpha Seed network was born. Now that when Alpha Seed network is born, there's a family office who's come to me. We're joining hands with them. I'm deploying their funds also, and now we both are inching towards making a venture capital fund.
Oh, wow! That's literally an awesome journey, because starting as a recruiter and then ending up leading a syndicate, it's a great achievement. Most of the people, see, I am stammering. Why? Because I know what this achievement is, because people basically think that if they are broke, they cannot do anything in life, and it would take at least 10 years to get on their own foot so that they can at least walk again, correct? You did it in 3 years, and that's a huge achievement. A big round of applause from my end to you.
Thank you.
You have touched upon the investors, the startup founders, and you yourself was a founder earlier, and then you ended up being an investor on the other side of the boat. I wanted to start from, I know that you're from Navi Mumbai, but our CM Devendra Fadnavis ji has said that Mumbai lives its business capital time, and it's time for Mumbai 3. How do you imbibe with that, and how do you take that as that, yeah, that is the moment where I should also start from Navi Mumbai itself, or not Mumbai?
See, I was tired traveling to Mumbai. That's why I started from a Navi Mumbai. Plus, if you see in today's point of time, all eyes are on Navi Mumbai. We're getting an airport, which is getting started. So the test run and everything is done. Navi Mumbai is getting developed. All right, there's a whole new belt of Naina coming in 3.0, right? So all eyes are on Navi Mumbai. If you remember, around 6 to 8 months back, Devendra Fadnavis ji was part of a Mumbai Tech Week, and he announced that they're coming up with a Maharashtra Innovation City, which is a 300-acre land
Absolutely.
in Navi Mumbai,
Yeah.
which is going to be helping boost the whole Maharashtra into a commerce, startup, entrepreneurship, their incubation, acceleration, funding support, right? So, Navi Mumbai is just getting started. If you talk about, the scaling the infrastructural development, expanding, or putting itself into the global map. I being part of Navi Mumbai for 33 years now, right? It becomes a home ground for me, and it becomes slightly easier for me to set up a base, right? And see, someone has to start, right?
Absolutely.
So why to wait for someone who will begin? Let's start off. I mean, who knew that in the first meet itself I would get 70 plus RSVPs, and 90% of them were from Navi Mumbai. Who knew? If I wouldn't have tapped, or maybe someone would have tapped, I'm saying, but till the time you don't tap, you don't know.
Absolutely. So there is a saying, the most of the treasures basically lie in the untapped version of the ocean.
Absolutely.
So that's where basically you kicked in, and the founder, when a founder basically reaches to you, whether he reaches out through a DM, whether he reaches out to you over a cold email, how soon or how do you respond to that cold mails?
So, see, there are multiple channels that I'm present in. Okay, and somehow the founders also try to are successful in getting my phone number. So I get it on WhatsApp as well. My first goal is to definitely respond it to everyone. See, that's where I always take myself to the time when I was the founder, right? I knew what rejections do to you, what being incommunicado does to you, right? So I see to it that I respond everyone, but sometimes it's beyond control. Like if you see, I've responded to everyone almost who have approached me on WhatsApp, Instagram, but LinkedIn there are a lot of responses pending, right? So my first is to respond to everyone. Whosoever I respond, I first understand, what is the mail pitch? Is there a pitch deck attached, and do I get some glimpse of it, right? And from that perspective, if I feel that okay, this is matching the thesis, then I respond and I say that, hey, let's get on for a chat.
That basically triggers a curiosity in me. What is a thesis for you?
See, the thesis for Alpha Seed Network is that we want to hit at a pre-seed. Okay. At today's point of time, if you go out and ask money from a VC, which is venture capital, you would get a very typical response. Come to us after 6 months, get some traction, right? We would want to wait and watch.
Validate the idea,
right? In fact, get some traction, get some revenue and come to us. But from your idea to getting your first customer, even to reach there, you need money. You need at least 15-20 lakhs. Where do you get that from? And that's where, as an syndicate Alpha Seed Network, that's where we try to hit in. Okay. We want to hit very early. We want to enable to these startups to get their, to kick off their GTM, to get their first customer, to get their initial traction. Right? We want to support that. So that's where, we try to be. So our thesis is that, we are sector agnostic, though we try to shy away from some sectors for sure, but we are open to explore all the startups that come to us, unless it falls into our no-no zone. All right. we hit between 10 lakhs to 75 lakhs.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now, when we say that 10 lakhs to 75 lakhs, that doesn't mean that, I have an investors in my syndicate who would invest maybe 10,000 or 50,000 per startup.
Mm-hmm.
In my syndicate, there are 3 layers of investors. The first layer is wherein, the ticket size of investor is anywhere between 5 to 10 lakhs per startup.
Mm-hmm.
Then there is a layer of 10 to 25 lakhs, and then there is a layer of 25 to 25 plus lakhs. That's how it is. So someone who's raising 15-20 lakhs, okay, I would try to get in touch with 5 to 10 lakhs layer investor and match them up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Someone who is raising 75 lakhs, I won't touch the below layer.
Absolutely.
I would touch a layer of 25 lakhs.
Absolutely.
All right. So that's how it is. So in short, the thesis is that we're sector agnostic. We try to hit at a pre-seed between 10 lakhs to 75 lakhs.
Explain me what you usually, okay, for me being an outsider, I am not aware exactly if a founder has that investor who's looking out to exit after 30% of the return or 100% or 130% of the return. When is the right time to get a return for an seed network investor?
Very nice question. But Vishal, it has a subjective answer.
Mm-hmm.
All right. There are a lot of elements basis which it is decided when to exit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there is no concrete answer to it. I'll tell you. When there's a pre-seed funding or a seed funding, or maybe when an angel cuts a check, okay, I think 8 on 10 would see that how this grows. All right, and then would take a call. So there was a article, Kunal Bahl had invested 58 lakhs.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, in urban company in 2015.
Mm-hmm.
2025, he took an exit with 111 crores as per the reports. Right. So coming back to your question, that an investor would always wait and watch. Okay. And it depends on each and everyone's preferences. Okay. Someone would say, hey, I needed 2x. मैंने सीड में पैसे डाले, सीरीज ए में मेरा 2x बन रहा है, मैं नहीं खोला. Someone would say that, okay, यार 2x मेरे सीरीज ए में बने, this is going very high. उनके सीरीज सी तक का प्लान बहुत ही स्ट्रॉन्ग है. I'll wait. वैसा. There is no quantified matrix to it. It depends on each and every individual investor. Okay. Mm-hmm. But when we talk about VCs have their own plan set. So,
now I'm really very confused on not after when you said it was before our discussion. There are multiple positions as well as multiple roles like VC, like some company's director, like board of members. So who plays what role? Could you please explain that hierarchy for me?
Okay, it's going to be a little longer one. Okay, so you'll have to bear me.
Sure.
See, first is your angel investors. Mm-hmm. Okay, these are either the investors or the working professionals who has some corpus and who wants to put a money. Okay, they are the ones who would cut a check to you directly. Okay, and they would be on your cap table. We're not going into the cap table right now. Mm-hmm. Okay, then comes your syndicate. That's where alpha seed network. Okay, when you have a cluster of angel investors or a pool of angel investors, okay, and syndicate is the one who navigates them. Okay, all right, we've scouted the startups for you. Okay, we've filtered it out, and look, there is this demo day, there is pitch day. Now all the investors are invited, and whosoever investor likes it, they cut a check. Okay, venture capital is a different thing. It's absolutely a different body. Venture capital is someone where, let's say today if I want to create a fund which I'm inching towards, Okay. I want to create a fund of 25 crores. Now what I'm doing is I'm going to such angel investors and I'm saying that, hey, do you want to invest into my fund? So what I'll do is I'll say maybe collect around 1 crore for the sake of a discussion. Okay, from 25 investors, and I'll say you go and sleep. Okay, 3 years, 4 years, I'll give you 300% return, 3x return. Okay. Total, I've made a pool of 25 crores. I said that okay, I'll give you a total return of 75 crores. आपने 1 करोड़ दिया, मैं आपको 3 करोड़ बना के दूंगा, सो जाओ, जाओ. Now it's my job. So I make this 25 crore pool and I will start investing 25 to 40 lakhs in around 80 to 100 startups over the period of next 2 years. Right. This is the difference between all these three things. Now if you see the difference, in a syndicate, I am not the decision maker, I am the navigator.
Correct.
But here I am the decision maker. Also in a VC you have an IC, investment committee, there are 4-5 people, okay, there's a fund manager, but I'm not going into a technicalities at the moment. Okay, I'm just giving you an overview on the concept.
Absolutely.
Okay, so that's how it works. So once my venture capital fund would be there, I would have a target, I would keep a target of, investing around 80 to 100 startups in around 2 years.
Okay, so coming back to our topic where we were discussing about how investors, founders as well as syndicate basically works, as well as how you are going to seed in the seed of an investment as well as entrepreneurship. But yeah, interesting part for me would be to know what are the booming trends as well as booming industries in upcoming 5 years, which you foresee.
See, I'll tell you, at a VC front, AI is obviously talk of the town. Okay. So now what is happening is, there are a lot of companies who are trying to forcefully fit the AI. That is not the one. If your problem can be solved by the AI, then that's definitely for you. So a real AI solution that you're bringing in, that's the talk of the town. Your sustainability, your EV is next growing sector. Defense tech. Oh, I mean, founders are doing brilliant at a defense tech. You won't believe the kind of innovation that we are getting at India as a country is getting at a defense tech. So even government is promoting a lot.
Yeah.
Space tech. A lot of it is climate tech, energy. These are the sectors which are booming and which is going to grow from a funding perspective.
What do you think about your cryptocurrency?
It's going to take time. It is ahead of time. It's going to be very difficult for crypto to enter into a regulated zone in India because right now there is no awareness, there is no credibility of a crypto. Both of them. And India is a mass market, so government will be very cautious to bring crypto into it. So it's going to take easy time. Close to a decade.
From a syndicate leader perspective, what message do you want to provide to our seekers so that they get to know what a founder can expect from an investor? Entrepreneur can prepare for their pitch deck so that they can get that effective discussion with you guys.
Solve a real problem. Don't go and find the problem. If you want to start, think about the problems that you are facing right from the time you get up in the morning till the time you go to sleep in the night. See what kind of problems that you are facing and then try to find out a solution. I'm sure you'll carry a very great conviction and then it will keep on building. That's the starting point.
What keeps them going?
Because I feel the problem that you are facing and the solution when you're devising, you have that curiosity. See, your startup ends the day your curiosity ends.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right? So you need to be curious every single day.
Mm-hmm.
And you will be curious because that solution should impact you.
That's a great statement to come to a point where my curiosity basically kicks in. When I say my curiosity kicks in, is because not for the seekers. It's for myself, because I am a guy who believe in the knowledge base to gain some knowledge from the people like you. Second of all, I do want our seeker network to know exactly what do they feel in the comment section, that how this podcast is going to help them to continue thriving, to continue the seeks behind what they are going to build for the future. By saying that, it was a great discussion with you, Chirag Thakkar ji. I literally want to have another session with you if you have time in future. But for today, I hate to say that. Let's meet again.
Thank you so much for having me. It's an absolutely honor to be here. I think Seeker as a channel is doing great, and I wish them to keep doing great. And thank you so much. I hope I was impactful to the audience.
It was a great insight from you, whatever we got. So that's it for the day, Seekers. I will see you in the next one.